Hey guys, so today I want to talk about shoulder positioning and how to stabilize those shoulder blades while holding weight overhead. So first I'm going to show you what not so good shoulder positioning looks like and what it does. Then I'll go into correct shoulder positioning and what we should really be aiming for. So this is an example of bad shoulder positioning. As you can see, my shoulder blades are elevated towards my ears. There's lots of tension in my upper traps, and my arms are internally rotated. In this position, we're overactivating the big muscles of the traps, and we're not using the deep stabilizing muscles around those shoulder blades. This puts more shear force straight into the shoulder joint, which is not ideal. Now, here is an example of good positioning. As you can tell, my shoulder blades are way more down and out. My upper traps are relaxed this time, and the middle traps and rhomboids are more active. And my arm is more in an externally rotated position. Now this position allows the force that I'm holding overhead to be absorbed by the scapula and into the spine more efficiently. Now, how can we work on this? In office, we do a lot of rehab called DNS, or Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization. And we start right away with positions that are activating those small, deep muscles we were talking about. But I want to give you a few ways to start working on this at home. Two of my favorite exercises. The first is the standing windmill. Now, if you have a kettlebell, dumbbell, even a jug of laundry detergent, anything that you can hold overhead. The second exercise is called a Turkish get-up. So for the windmill exercise, I'm going to tell you a couple things about it before I go and show it to you. The first is whatever you're holding overhead is going to be punched straight up. The next thing you need to know is you're going to be loading the hip that the side the weight is on. So if I'm holding it in my left hand, my left hip is going to be the one I'm feeling it in. Last thing, you want to look up at the kettlebell or whatever weight you have the entire time. This is really important that we have the kettlebell right over us, because you will feel those muscles in your back really working. So now let me show you what it looks like. Everyone has a little bit different mobility, so you might not be able to touch your hand to the ground, and that is okay. Now I'm going to show you it from behind so you can actually see those muscles back there working a little bit more than from the front. Good job. Now we're gonna do the Turkish get-up. This is a little bit more of an advanced move. So if you've done it before, great. If you haven't, then I'm gonna show you where you can at least start, because it is a little bit of a complex movement. So you want the knee up the side that the weight is on. So I'm gonna start my right hand, my right knee is up. Opposite arm is out, and you punch the weight into the air. Keeping the opposite leg straight, you're going to use your momentum to lift straight into the air, looking at the weight in your hand. You're using the elbow on the ground to really be your support and push you into the air. Looking at the kettlebell the whole time, you'll feel those muscles in your back really working. Now I'm going to show you the full movement. Full movement is really complex, and for those who haven't done it before, it's really hard to explain over video. But the first part of the movement is extremely effective for stabilizing around that scapula.